The following is a production of Learfield Sports.
Right now on UMass Sports Insider, it's our men's basketball season preview show. As the Minutemen get set to tip off things Saturday, we'll sit down with the head coach and a pair of senior leaders from the backcourt. And it's down to the final 3 games of the season for the UMass football team. And as they get set for a road game at Eastern Michigan on Saturday, you'll get a preview of the contest from head coach Whipple. Plus, it was a thrilling weekend in Philly for UMass field hockey, coming away with 2 victories and another Atlantic 10 crown. Also in the process, qualifying for the NCAA tournament. We'll recap the title run for the Minutewomen. Bringing ourselves into championship form, UMass Sports Insider, let's start it up. You're watching UMass Sports Insider, presented by Mafre Insurance, Coca-Cola, and Office Depot Office Max. The college hoop season is about to begin. Between now and March Madness, Coach Kellogg's team will play at least 31 games and hope to make some noise in an always competitive Atlantic 10 conference. Coming up in the show, we'll get you set for the campaign on the hardwood. Hello and welcome to UMass Sports Insider. I'm your host, Josh Maurer. We're going to spend most of this episode previewing Saturday's big doubleheader with men's basketball starting off its season and then Coach Whipple's team heading to Eastern Michigan for a big football contest. But we start with hoops, where last year, Coach Kellogg's squad got off to a great start before struggling at the finish. Still, there were some great moments to take away. Let's take a look back at some of the exciting moments from the 2014-15 campaign, presented by Peter Pan.
Cyber had a good look. On the other end, Clark to the lane. Caddy kicks it out to Trey Davis. Clark the other way to Bergantino, and Tyler dunks it in with a right hand. James Jabarie. Caddy back to Clark. Clark inside. Foul. Banks it in. Count it for Clark. We're off the bench. Hinds to Bergantino, rolling for the dunk.
It's UMass Sports Insider, and believe it or not, we're just barely over a week away from the start of the men's basketball season, and we're so happy to welcome on head coach Derek Kellogg. This interview presented by our friends at Peter Pan. Coach, welcome, and first of all, how's practice been going? We're getting close to that first game against Howard.
Well, things are going pretty well. I appreciate you spending some time with me, and I can't believe the season's right around the corner, but the guys are working hard. I think we're improving rapidly as the season's coming, getting a little closer to the beginning, and I'm looking forward to spending time with these guys every single day in the gym.
The overall theme of this team, I think, is you're going to have to rely on a lot of youth, guys who have not had a ton of playing experience, that you'll be asking to play some pretty major minutes this year, right?
Well, it's not only youth, it's a lot of players stepping into new roles. It's a lot of new players on the team that maybe aren't freshmen. It's Seth Berger and Zach Coleman finally being healthy. It's a guy like C.J. Anderson stepping into a new role. And most importantly, it's Rashawn Holloway and Malik Hinds, seeing if as a tandem they can give us a little bit of what Caddy Lane and Maxi Esho gave us last year. So there definitely are some holes to fill, but I'm excited to work with this team and watch this team grow and get better as the season goes on.
In the backcourt, that's where the experience really lies. Trey Davis has been a prolific scorer at times over his career. You got Jabarie Hinds back, the West Virginia transfer. Is that where you rely on early in the year, try to get some scoring from the guys who have the most experience?
Well, I would say that hopefully our points come from the backcourt, guys that have played here and been here. Our 3 leading scorers coming back would be Jabarie Hinds, Trey Davis, and even Dante Clark.
Yep.
And we're going to rely on those 3 guys early to kind of be the backbone of what we're doing. And I'm hoping that as we continue to move forward, other guys establish themselves as scorers, but more importantly, basketball players.
Well, it starts a week from Saturday, and you're going to host Howard right here at the Mullins Center. In the first week of the season, Coach, here's 3 quick games. Howard, Central Arkansas, they're at home with a trip to Harvard sandwiched in between. Tell us a little bit. Give us a primer about that first what is it, 5 days, really, 6 days of the regular season.
Yeah, it's a quick start for a young team or a new team, but it's one that in college basketball in this day and age, you just have to play a lot of games before your conference schedule. The Howard and Central Arkansas games are part of the Las Vegas tournament, which we're going to around the Thanksgiving break. And then we always have our Harvard game, which was a nail-biter last year. So 3 very tough games for our team to start off the season, and I'm looking forward to get going. I think this is a great time to be a college basketball coach and a better time to be a UMass men's basketball fan.
Well, we look forward to chatting with you throughout the season. Thanks so much for the time, Coach.
Well, I appreciate it, and good luck to all our UMass sports.
Time to step away, but when we come back, we stay on the hardwood and chat with 2 of the senior leaders for the Minutemen, a pair of guards who will be sharing the starting backcourt for Coach Kellogg this season. We'll be right back, so keep it here. Minutemen fans, join us in Boston on Tuesday, December 15th for a night with John Calipari at the Colonnade Hotel. Coach Cal will be honored at the event prior to his banner being raised at the Mullins Center the next night. Expected to be in attendance are former players Marcus Campy and Lou Rowe, along with current head coach Derek Kellogg. To get all your information, visit umassalumni.com/Calipari. Hope to see you at the Colonnade.
Forward-thinking insurance company with a global network, focused on taking care of you and your family, providing freedom from worry everywhere you go. Mafre Insurance, a forward-thinking insurance company with a global network, providing friendly service with over 2,000 professionals taking care of you and your family. Mafre Insurance.
I'm getting ready to shop for school supplies, and I'm kind of super excited about it.
A number 2 pencil. It'll get you through the day. This is what you need.
Why didn't I get enough pencils?
Like, I'd open a pack of paper and I'd be like, it smells like learning.
Love that sound.
Oh, the future is now, ladies and gentlemen.
This is what I'm going to get. This right here.
I am a student again, and I can do anything, and I have an agenda.
Leadership isn't given. It's earned, realized, accomplished, fulfilled, won. Leadership isn't given. It's taken.
Welcome back to UMass Sports Insider. As we've been talking about, it's almost time for the beginning of the men's basketball season, and we're happy to welcome on a couple of the senior guards. To the far right here is Trey Davis, and here to my right is Jabarie Hinds. This interview is brought to you by Mafre Insurance. Guys, thanks for coming. Jabarie, let me start with you. How has the preseason been overall for your team?
I think it's been going good so far, We have like a lot of young guys, that's playing this year, so I think we've been, just practicing, picking up stuff as coach is teaching us. But overall, I think it's been going good. Everybody's been working hard.
Trey, you're one of the upperclassmen with Jabarie, and he mentioned there's a lot of young guys. It kind of seems crazy, but you got to be a leader these days, huh? You've already become a senior now. How do you take on a leadership role getting this team prepared?
Man, they just really look up to me, so I just want to make sure I'm doing the right things on and off the floor, and just talking to them, just letting them know what I know, and just go from there.
Well, guys, there's obviously a big void in the middle. You're so used to having Caddy Lalane and Maxie Esho to throw the ball to these past few years. Those guys had great careers. So now as the guards, who are you looking for to pick up that slack on the interior this year? Jabarie, let me start with you on that.
We got some young big men, that's going to play this year. I think they coming along real well. They just got to still get adjusted to the speed, just have a better focus. DK's teaching us stuff, he's throwing stuff at us fast, and we just got to pick it up and stuff like that. But I think as the season go on, we got a lot of experienced guards here, so I think guard play is going to be very strong this year. But like I said, we got Malik, T-Berg's still there, Rashawn's looking good so far. Been passing him the ball, he's been making some plays happen. So it's going to be real special. And we'll see what happens by the time the season really starts.
Trey, tell me about your personal goals coming into your last season here. How are you feeling, first of all, and what are you hoping to accomplish this year?
I'm feeling good, feeling great. I just want to win this year, man. Have a winning record, going to the tournament like we did our sophomore year, and really just make some noise and let people know who we are.
Jabarie, the season starts with a couple of home games. You've got Howard, you've got Central Arkansas here. You've got also that game at Harvard in between. So 3 games before you head out to Vegas that are going to be challenging. Are you preparing for those games kind of already as we get to about a week before the season starts?
Definitely, Coach been emphasis on defense a lot the last couple of practices. So, we're just trying to tighten that up. And I think, when we go out and play these games, as long as our defense is clicking, I think we're going to be all right.
All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for coming here today, and good luck getting things started. We can't wait to watch you out on the court.
Thank you.
Trey Davis and Jabarie Hinds joining us here on UMass Sports Insider. When we come back, we head to football, where UMass is looking to break into the win column in MAC play, and this weekend heads back to the Midwest for a contest against Eastern Michigan. Coach Whipple previews the matchup for you, so don't go away. Minutemen fans, join us in Boston on Tuesday, December 15th for a night with John Calipari at the Colonnade Hotel. Coach Cal will be honored at the event prior to his banner being raised at the Mullins Center the next night. Expected to be in attendance are former players Marcus Camby and Lou Rowe, along with current head coach Derek Kellogg. To get all your information, visit umassalumni.com/Calipari. Hope to see you at the Colonnade. Welcome back to UMass Sports Insider. It's time for us to turn our attention to football, where last week the Minutemen got to play at beautiful Gillette Stadium for the final time this season in a game against Akron in which the defense made some big-time plays, a contest that UMass would come so close before ultimately falling short. Let's take a look back at some of the highlights presented by our friends at Office Depot, Office Max.
For the 3rd time this season, the Minutemen of UMass get to play in the home of the New England Patriots. We're here at Gillette Stadium. Apple's got time, flings it out into space, and a big gain turned in. Nicely done, Rodney Mills, a gain of 18 for UMass. Apple gives off, Wilson, he's got room to the corner, touchback in, touchdown UMass. They strike first, and Jamal Wilson with his 4th rushing touchdown of the season gives UMass the early lead at 6-0. Here goes Thomas Woodson, the fake, flings it into traffic, it's intercepted! It's intercepted, taken away!
That's Child's 3rd interception of the year, a big turnover for that UMass defense.
Seals came under pressure, Woodson trying to get away, and he won't. Good job downfield covering. Now UMass is saying the ball came out. And coming out of there with the football is Dudley Giles. We're going to have to sort this. The referee says it's a fumble and it's UMass football. Santos Knox, he was the one that punched it out. 9 seconds to play in the half. Thomas Woodson flings one. It's intercepted by Santos Knox.
How about that?
Wow.
Give credit to Jovan Santos Knox, the inside linebacker, dropping into coverage and making a nice interception, going up high and catching the ball.
And now we welcome on UMass football coach Mark Whipple for his weekly segment here on the program. It's brought to you by Office Depot, Office Max. Coach, welcome. It's a challenge this week with a team out on the road that you're going to face, Eastern Michigan, one that you defeated last year. Give us a little bit of a primer for this matchup this week against Coach Creighton's team.
Well, they got a really good quarterback that can make plays with his feet and his arm. Good running back and solid defense. They've played some people really tough, probably a little bit like us. Been losing a couple close games right at the end, putting up some big numbers on offense, but guys in their back end have played well, so we got to play our best game of the year.
One of the things the last couple of weeks I think that stood out to me, and I'm sure most of the fans watching, is the improvement from your defense, especially being able to force turnovers. What's made the difference to be able to create those plays?
Well, I think confidence, and guys have been healthy in practice the last couple of weeks in the back end. That's helped us. And, some guys up front are getting after the quarterback, so made some good plays, and then unfortunately the offense didn't take, just kick field goals. We got to get 7.
I don't think we talk enough about the season and the career that your senior linebacker Jovan Santos-Knox is having. Last week, again, an interception, a forced fumble. He fills up the stat sheet every week. When you go back and watch him on film, is he as good, kind of the way that he's performed, as we see with the naked eye watching the game?
Yeah, no question. I mean, he was voted all conference last year as a junior, and he's playing better than he did last year and showing some real leadership skills. And we expect big things the last 3 games, especially this week at Eastern Michigan from him.
What are you talking about on offense to try to get a little bit more productivity, especially point-wise, from your group on offense?
Yeah, it's been a struggle the last 2 weeks, especially last week. Credit Akron's front. They were probably better than we thought, as good as we've faced since probably Penn State. And we just got to, we can't drop the ball in the red zone. Had three drops last week and made a couple bad decisions, and that's hurt us over the last 2 weeks. And when we get in there, we got to get 7.
Talk about playing on the road, Coach. I think this has been a theme all year. You had a close loss the last time you were on the road at Ball State, but what does it take to get over that hump to win a game when you're not in your home environment?
Well, I think just play like we did last week mentally. We were prepared. Coaches did a good job. We guys fought to the end. It's going to come down to the fourth quarter. Somebody's going to have the ball. We'll probably have the ball again, and we got to make a play to win the game.
All right, Coach. Good luck this weekend, and we hope to talk to you after a win right back here next week.
Great. Thanks, Josh.
There's head coach Mark Whipple.
It's time for a break, but on the other side, we look back at a championship weekend for UMass field hockey, one that included a dominating victory against rival Richmond in the A-10 title game. We'll be right back.
Leadership isn't given. It's earned. Realized. Accomplished. Fulfilled. Won. Leadership isn't given. It's taken.
We're back on UMass Sports Insider. Last weekend, the UMass field hockey team went into the Atlantic 10 tournament as the number 2 seed. First, in the semis, they had to defeat the host St. Joe's, and then in the finals, they had to defeat the defending champion Richmond, a squad they had lost to in the championship round a year ago. Well, Coach Tagliente and the squad pulled off each of those feats and earned a bid back into the NCAA tournament. They celebrated that selection on Sunday night. Let's take a look back at the weekend. Presented by Office Depot Office Max.
Ball at the end line. Stick is stopped. Shot plays off for Delario with a shot and a goal scored on the near side. Stopped for UMass. The ball coming in from Kirsch and a shot and a goal scored. Ball is stopped. Sticks off at the top. Kirsch with a shot in and a goal. And Kirsch has now 5 goals in this tournament. UMass will be looking at their 15th A-10 title, who is now guaranteed a spot in the NCAA tournament.
Orange hosts the winner of a battle between UMass, champions of the A-10, and Kent State, automatic qualifier as champions of the MAC.
And we've got a couple of those members of the championship team. Head coach Carla Tagliente and one of the team's leading scorers over to the right is Nicole Miller. Coach, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Take me through last weekend and what that run was like.
The weekend was kind of wild. I mean, we started out at the St. Joe's game. We were playing pretty well in the first half, and we just didn't put any away. We went down 2-0 with about 23 minutes to go, and kind of wasn't sure what was going to happen from there, and then we just ripped out 5 goals in about 20 minutes to finish the game. So kind of a really emotional win on Friday, and then Saturday with Richmond, it's always an emotional game because they're a big rival. But we came out a little slow, but then turned it on and had a great execution on our penalty corners and put them away. So a great weekend overall.
Nicole, take me through it as one of the players to go through the ups and downs of 2 must-win games in 2 days there in the A-10 tournament. I know you've been through it before, but what was it like last weekend?
I think it just showed our season basically in a weekend. We had many ups and downs, and I think that we pursued and we just kept going and we didn't give up when they scored 2 goals quickly. And if we just kept going, if we just held our heads down, it just wouldn't have gotten us anywhere. And we just kept going, and then we knew that we had to come out strong in Richmond, and we just finished it and executed everything well.
You know the tradition of playing here and winning conference tournaments. So how important is it for you and the rest of your teammates to keep that tradition going as you did last week?
I think as juniors in general, we had that feeling our freshman year, and then we had sophomore year that we didn't get to have that feeling again. And for us, it was just to get that feeling back again and be on top again.
Coach, you go into a championship game against a Richmond team that you've had so many battles with over the years, including the previous season in the title game. It didn't go your way that year. What made the difference this season?
I felt like we were more focused this year. I think sometimes losing refocuses you on what your purpose is, and I think for an entire year, I know for me personally, it's been a focus point to get back to that point and take care of that opportunity. I felt our preparation was really solid. I thought we had them scouted well, and I think the team was really well prepared and well focused. So the execution is easy when you're prepared and you don't feel like you're under stress because you don't know what's going on. So I think we all know where we want to be, but really it started last year around this time when we lost that game.
Well, Coach and Nicole, congratulations on another championship. You guys will have a banner for all time now.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
And Delario hits the ball in, stopped by Laughlin. Farrell hits it, stopped by the goalie. Delario tries to put it in, Delario scores! Goal for the Minute Women by Izzy Delario.
The Minute Women would go on to defeat Kent State in the play-in round on Wednesday. And now Coach Tagliente and her squad getting set to take on the top seed in the NCAA tournament, Syracuse, on Saturday afternoon. Best of luck to the team. We'll be back to wrap up another edition of UMass Sports Insider right after this, including a look back at a great win for men's soccer last weekend. Minutemen fans, join us in Boston on Tuesday, December 15th for a night with John Calipari at the Colonnade Hotel. Coach Cal will be honored at the event prior to his banner being raised at the Mullins Center the next night. Expected to be in attendance are former players Marcus Camby and Lou Rowe, along with current head coach Derek Kellogg. To get all your information, visit umassalumni.com/Calipari. Hope to see you at the Colonnade.
Forward-thinking insurance company with a global network, focused on taking care of you and your family, providing freedom from worry everywhere you go. Mafre Insurance, a forward-thinking insurance company with a global network, providing friendly service with over 2,000 professionals taking care of you and your family. Mafre Insurance.
I'm getting ready to shop for school supplies, and I'm kind of super excited about it.
A number 2 pencil. It'll get you through the day. This is what you need.
Why didn't I get enough pencils?
Like, I'd open a pack of paper, I'd be like, it smells like learning.
Love that sound.
Oh, the future is now, ladies and gentlemen.
This is what I'm gonna get. This right here.
I am a student again, and I can do anything, and I have an agenda.
Welcome back for the final segment of UMass Sports Insider. Last weekend, the UMass men's soccer team needed a victory in its final game of the regular season to ensure a spot in this week's Atlantic 10 tournament. They hosted Fordham on Senior Day at Rudd Field, and the match went into overtime in a scoreless draw. That's when freshman Casey Hamill struck, scoring the golden goal that gave the Minutemen the dramatic victory. It was the rookie's first career tally, and what a goal it was to send UMass into the postseason.
Coach Fran O'Leary's team overcame low preseason projections to earn the number 5 seed in this week's conference tournament. Don't forget, Saturday at noon, it's the basketball season opener again here at Mullins as they take on Howard. Well, that will do it for today's edition of UMass Sports Insider. Thanks so much for watching. Our next new edition of the program comes your way next week as we get you set for the final football home game of the season, Senior Day at McGurk against Miami, Ohio. Until then, I'm Josh Maurer. Have a great weekend.